I'm Graham Hull. I was in Crewe Styling Design Department when this car was designed. We're talking about the Silver Spirit and Spur. I'll probably keep saying SZ because that's how the company saw the car up to its launch. It was always by code name. And we have to concentrate on the fact that it's replacing the Silver Shadow. The Silver Shadow was in production for 15 years, which is a long time. And it was that car in itself was a turning point for the company, because after years of making cars with a chassis, the Silver Shadow didn't have a chassis. It was a monocoque where all panels actually combined to the strength. In other words, you're actually carrying the chassis round you. Shadow also had two separate subframes, which, if you like, were parts of the chassis to hold the engine and front suspension and rear suspension. But you're looking at a different philosophy from Rolls-Royce, which was revolutionary, and it really was selling well up to its departure. And if you like, there are three elements of people who are passionately interested in the elements of the car, which is marketing, engineering first and foremost, and of course styling. From an engineering point of view, they were very happy to effectively still be using the Shadow mechanics because they were well proven and everyone was happy with them. So engineering was looking at the hard points of the vehicle as staying where they are, which is, if you like, self-explanatory. The engine needed a certain amount of clearance, which this car had to have. The clearance was super critical in this area because this is known as the scuttle of the car, and it's also referred to as the most expensive real estate in the world. It's packed with all sorts of electronics, instrument readout controls, and most of all a very sophisticated air conditioning system. Above all that, you've then got the wiper spindles, and believe you me, there is no one brave enough to go into this area casually. And in fact, if you look at the Crewe built cars right through to 2000 plus, these areas held good. We had to hold this area. We couldn't go into it. It would have been virtually a complete tear up of a car. So from there, you tend to get the base of the windscreen, hard point. You can increase the rake a little bit, but you've got to keep something pretty, not much more than 60 degrees, perhaps maximum. And that gives you this front header. The roof will have to usually accommodate an opening panel. This car hasn't got one, but a lot of cars did. And you have to allow about 2 inches, 50 millimeters for the package of the sliding roof, which again affects the head height. All this, of course, is controlled by the occupants' heads to the hard point of the rear here. The rear header, again, it's pretty well cast in concrete.